Welcome back to the Goons Pal. Oh, welcome back to the Goons Pal.
You gotta do the beat with it.
Welcome back to the goons. Oh, welcome back to the
Dude, we need to do that every time. We need to do that every time. It's so good.
We got a lot of comments last time. People were like that. That intro needs to be on every fucking podcast.
Get everybody hyped up. Welcome back to dog shit. Welcome back to dog shit. Yo.
Welcome back to the goons.
Welcome back to a whole hour wasted of your life. Whole hour wasted of your life.
Lose brain cells, get stupider.
Zero nutritional value
In a Goons podcast.
You know what does have nutritional value though?
G-Supps. It'll kill you.
Here's Cold Girl. Here's Cold Girl.
Are you depressed? Maybe you're terminally ill, want to finish yourself off? G-Supps.
Are you excited that the Queen died? Use code Goons for
How do you think she died? How do you think Queen Elizabeth fucking died?
She used code Goons. She
was
was
using
using
code
code Goons.
Oh, boom, da, boom, da, boom, da,
She had
boom, da, boom, da.
650,000% B12 in her blood from 3 scoops.
That guacamole gamer fart took her out.
She went over the granny limit. Unfortunate.
Oh, dude. If we make a flavor, it has to be like Queen related.
No, fuck that. We're doing grandpa ashes, right?
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah, Grandpa's ashes.
We could do like the Queen's ashes or something.
Not even cremated. Just-
I feel like we piss off so much of our British fans doing that, but who cares? Am I right? If you're British watching this right now, fuck you.
we don't need you. Please.
At least our skulls don't have a gun problem.
At least our
what-
leader is still alive.
What does the royal family do? Like,
Fuck
do you
each
guys
other?
know?
They're incestual.
Well, okay. I mean, that's pretty epic. But besides that, like, what do they fucking do?
They're just like the president, but they're
they don't,
born into it.
They have like social influence or something? I don't know what they really do.
No, I'm pretty sure they control the country. They're
Then
like
what
the
does
highest.
what does
I heard
Boris
that they
Johnson do then?
I thought that they had like zero
Oh, that's
control.
true. Yeah.
I think
I
they
thought
just
the royal family was just like a
they're just rich as hell.
an image, like just some rich like figurehead image thing that people can look up to and be like, oh, it reminds me of the days when we threw our pots of shit in the street and our cattle was slaughtered and eaten by flies at the dinner table.
It's
I want a
important that
fat
they
head of
keep
Queen
on
Elizabeth. I want to put it behind me.
A fathead, bro. I have not heard that in forever.
Remember you see the commercials?
the fat head like
Fathead.
NFL players and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, a fathead, bro. God damn.
Just a
what
Queen Elizabeth like in my living room.
You
like
unlocked
right next to
a-
my TV.
You unlocked a memory that, God.
I always wanted one of those, but they're fucking expensive.
I had one of myself as a kid. Like
Are they
whenever
like
you would take
$180 or something?
I don't know. Whenever you would take like team pictures, there was this one year where we had like this guy made like fat heads of everyone on the team or something.
That's
Oh,
epic.
really?
What the
That's
hell?
actually pretty fucking sick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember that you can get custom ones made, but I always thought like if you just wanted to get like Aaron Rodgers or something, like I thought that was like $150 or something like that.
Probably. I wonder if they're still around. Fathead. Oh my
Probably.
God. What a throwback.
Yeah, for me it was a throwback because that's what my dad used to call me.
Yeah,
He'd come
they're
home from
still
work and be
around.
like, "Hey, fathead, what you been up to?"
Fathead
Like,
is
oh, I don't know,
still-
just being stuck to the wall.
Do people still even have these in their house? I
They,
can't-
It's probably
They-
more like a kid. Like you would put that in like, or maybe like a man cave type thing.
you can get a Michael Jordan one for $27.
Oh, what the
Wow.
fuck? Yeah, those are
Well,
cheap then.
hold on. Let me click on it. Let me see. Okay, no. Then you click on it, and then it's $109 or $110.
Yeah, I remember them being like expensive.
Well, that's if you get the life size one. You got different options.
Well,
bro.
yeah, but if you're gonna get a fat head, you can't get like you have to get the life size one. That's
Gotta
like the
get
only
the
way
big
to go.
chungo. Gotta get a big
Yeah.
chungo.
yeah, I've never
I was,
actually seen anyone who has one of those in real life ever. But
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't think I knew anyone that had those either. I was watching. I just got YouTube TV, because I wanted to watch football, but I watched. I was like just going through and looking, and I saw Nickelodeon was on because I guess you get like some kind of, I guess like cable package or something with it. I don't know. But I saw Nickelodeon was playing, and obviously it's SpongeBob. So I clicked on it, and I was just watching I watched like a new episode of SpongeBob like right at the end, and then it went to like a throwback episode. But I was watching the commercials, and I was like, wow, bro, like this shit is still like pretty much the same with the commercials. Like they were advertising like the sand, like the molding sand shit, like the colorful stuff that you can like cut up and chop and all that. And I was just thinking, I was like, man, I wonder like how that affects kids, like that advertising. Like how many kids actually like go to their parents like, buy me this fucking sand now! I mean, I can imagine a lot of like Middle Eastern kids probably don't do that.
Well, it's in their backyard, but
right, they wouldn't need to go buy more sand from Nickelodeon.
Right. Bad place to set up your shop for sand. But nowadays,
You know what's weird? Go ahead, babe.
I was gonna say that. Thanks, babe. Oh wow, that was nice.
You're welcome, lover.
Nowadays, that kind of stuff is just used for audience retention on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You know what's crazy? Like I remember that stuff with YouTube where like the COPPA stuff. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, what does that just not apply to TV? Like literally all the ads on cartoon shows are like
obviously
specifically
catered to
directed kids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but those are made for kids, right? I mean, like Nickelodeon and Disney's for.
Well, yeah, but you have content that's made for kids too.
Sorry.
Like
Fuck.
Ryan's toy reviews and EDP 445.
Yeah, I don't know.
Made
I don't know.
for kids.
I was talking to the dudes that do the Create Unknown podcast, and we were talking a little bit about
The PUBG guys?
no, create not player unknowns.
Oh, player.
Sorry,
this mixed up.
the Create Unknown.
Who's in that podcast?
What are their names? It's Vsauce 2 and one of his
Oh
friends.
yeah, you did an episode with them, huh? That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. What are their fucking names? I can't remember. I'm really
Michael?
bad. No, it's not Michael. I'm
Yeah,
really
Michael
bad
3
with
and Michael 3.
I'm horrible. It's his name. I know his name's Kevin, but I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like Kevin Leiber, and his friend. His name is Tabor, or at least that's his Instagram or Twitter handle. But we were talking about Smiling Friends because he's had Psychic Pebbles on, the guy who like helped make Smiling Friends or whatever, and we were talking about like the TV, how the TV like rules or whatever are a little like kind of similar, but they have like strict like stuff with like how you can, I guess you can kind of get away with more animated stuff, but like there's some things where it'll be like a little too far or something. I can't really remember what we talked about.
I
We
think
talked
I've
a
heard
little
of
bit
that
about
from like South Park interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like certain things you just kind of like.
I can't remember I feel like he was saying something that there was one episode of Smiling Friends where they like met Satan and he was like vaping, or I think they had him. I might be fucking this all up, but they couldn't have him smoking a cigarette, so they switched it to him vaping. Might be what we talked about, but I don't. Yeah, there was something weird with the devil like smoking or something. I feel like we talked about, but that was like some TV, some weird TV thing. Yeah,
So it was only the fact that it was the devil smoking a cigarette?
I don't know. I don't know what it was all about, but we talked about it a little bit. But it's the TV definitely has some stuff like that. But they say it's good for creativity because if you put like a limit on something, then you kind of have to think outside of the norm with stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, what's crazy to me is how South Park is able to get away with like cartoon nudity. Like there have been episodes where like Cartman's dick and balls are out just on TV.
How?
I don't know.
How do you
It's
just do
like
that?
I don't know. And then there was that episode where Mr. Garrett gets like a boob job and he like pulls his boobs out and they're like hideously malformed, but they're still boobs.
Right.
And the context is that he's transitioned to a woman. And it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy how South Park is allowed to get away with certain stuff.
Yeah, well, like, dude, you see like SpongeBob's ass all the time and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like ass crack is okay, but like, have you actually seen SpongeBob's entire ass?
I mean, you don't see the little yellow sponge hole.
Oh.
Yeah,
But, like,
he was like,
Well, he's got a lot
gooch.
of those, but
Yeah, you can show all the holes around the rest of his body. Why can't you show his yellow little butthole?
free the
Yeah.
butthole.
I wonder if his butthole is just one of his holes, like one of the other holes.
It could be any of them. We've
Just
been
shits out of
looking
just
at his
a normal-
butthole the whole time.
Yeah, you have to guess which one of those holes is his butthole. He just shits out of the one next to like his mouth.
Did you guys
Cool.
ever order anything off of commercials like that back in the day that were on?
No, but I wanted to like every other fucking commercial.
What was
Yeah, I
your
don't think
what
I
was
did.
your what was y'all's like thing that y'all really wanted as a kid?
I
You
always
can
wanted
still
those
remember?
moon shoes. Remember those things?
Dude, those look sick.
Oh.
They-
moon shoes.
My sister had those, but they did not work.
They didn't work. How
No.
much did your sister weigh?
Oh, she's always been pretty small. I mean,
Oh,
for me,
okay.
I never tried them on, but like I would watch her like fuck around with it, and she just
Sorry, that was rude.
she was sister. Yeah.
I'm saying if she's also like 6'8", maybe they won't work. That's all I'm saying.
Not
No,
for
no, she's-
kids over 200 pounds.
She's a normal sized person. I mean, she's a little bit tall.
There's no
think
such thing, McNasty.
I think she's like 5'8" or 5'9" or something. She's definitely taller than normal, but
I wanted
never
those.
been fat.
I feel like
Yeah,
someone
those
I
things were
knew.
sick.
I feel like someone I knew had those, and they definitely did not work as intended. They just felt
Yeah.
like big ass shoes that you walked around on.
They didn't even add to your vertical at all.
No, I have a bad vertical. I'm white. I'm a cracker ass bitch.
I'm trying to remember what I wanted, but I don't think that I can.
Dude, what did you want? Or was that the moon shoes that you really wanted?
That was the moon shoes that I really wanted. I also wanted one of those because I was big into Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid. I still play Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit, but
Oh, one of the things you put in your arm.
I wanted one of those dual discs when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
You should get one now and wear it on the podcast.
I will next time. I'll just duel. Somebody duel me on the podcast. Did you guys have Yu-Gi-Oh cards or anything like
Oh
that?
fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I fucked
had
with
a
Yu-Gi-Oh
little
more
bit.
than Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
See, I was the opposite. I fucked with Pokemon more. But I never knew what the rules of it was. I just wanted to collect the cards because they
Yeah,
look
me
cool.
too. I was Blue Eyes White
Nobody I
Dragon.
knew anything about the rules of Pokemon. Everybody just collected. And so like when I would
Yeah.
play with like my brother or whatever, we just made up our own rules.
Yeah.
I remember I would play at the playground because it was like a little thing. It was a weird year in my life where Pokemon was like kind of getting popular around my area or whatever, and so everybody was bringing like Pokemon cards to school, and we'd like trade them and stuff at recess or whatever. But like the teachers hated it, and they thought I think
course.
one of the teachers thought it was like satanic, or like there
Of
were like
course.
there was
yes.
like some satanic like shit around it or whatever.
pocket monsters.
And I was like trying to be the teacher's pet, and I was like, yeah, I don't like Pokemon cards. Like, it's not
Oh,
for me.
God.
And then, like, meanwhile, I had, like, my whole backpack was just full of fucking Pokemon cards. I was just lying.
Guns.
And there's
I was
just-
just lying my ass off.
Meanwhile, there's just dark energy pouring out of your backpack.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I have a pentagram forming in the middle of my back.
You touch a crucifix to your forehead, it just burns a mark in your forehead.
But I
Yeah.
remember trying to, like, battle with people. And I was like, why don't we actually, like, play Pokemon, like, how it's supposed to be played? And it was just like, well, my card is better than your card, so I guess you lose. Like, I don't...
Yeah, we
I
just
didn't know the
made
rules.
up our own rules. Cause it's something about like you gotta draw energy cards and then play energy. That's shit was too complicated.
I'm surprised,
Yeah.
like as big as Yu-Gi-Oh was, it's not really like popular now, like how
It is.
Pokemon is.
Well, nothing's as popular as Pokemon. Pokemon's like the number one thing of all things that have ever
But
been
you don't really
created
see like
ever.
Yu-Gi-Oh card openings that have like 800,000
Right.
streamers or viewers. I mean,
Right, that's definitely like a Pokemon thing. But Yu-Gi-Oh's definitely still around. Mostly like in Master Duel, like on Steam, people play it like digitally instead of like with the actual cards.
with the cards, yeah.
Yeah,
What was the other one, like Magic the Gathering, right?
that
Wasn't
one's still
one?
pretty big.
Yeah.
I think
I was
that's
thinking
actually
of
one of the
Digimon, though.
rarest. Like Magic the Gathering has one of the. God damn, I'm sorry. One of the like rarest cards ever, or most like expensive or some shit.
Yeah. It's definitely more Magic the Gathering is one of those things where it's more like catered to adults. So people have more like value in it. Rather than something that's more on the kids side. I mean, Pokemon still has massive fucking value, but
Yeah, each one of these games though, there's like a couple cards that are like well over $1 million for some
Yeah,
reason. I no idea why that it would be over $1 million, but
The Yu-Gi-Oh card everyone wanted would always be like the Blue Eyes White Dragon or some shit like that.
Mint
Wasn't it?
first edition.
That one wasn't super hard to get though. Like everybody
No, it
wanted
wasn't.
it, but it wasn't extremely hard to get. It wasn't like Exodia.
It was the edition that people wanted out of it.
One of my friends had one, and I was like, "Whoa!" I didn't even know what it meant. I was like, "Whoa, dude, you have Blue Eyes White Dragon, dude."
Yeah, baby.
And he was like, "Yeah, man, and I'll give you one of them." And I was like, "Dude, for real?"
And
You're
you
gonna
guys
give
were
me a
for
Blue Eyes-
lifers then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my first Blue Eyes White Dragon was probably a gift too. Because I don't really ever remember like opening cards.
Yeah, I never
Oh,
opened
wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I would open Pokemon cards though.
Yeah, I opened a few Pokemon card packs too.
Did you guys ever smell Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
No, I mean probably, but I
Shit
don't.
smells so good. Don't make that face at me. That shit smells so fucking good. Fuck you.
I think you were saying
You
that to me,
smell-
and then I was away. You can't see my face.
You smell everything though. You're already sniffing around.
I am sniffing around, but like, dude, playing cards smell really good. Specifically Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Fucking comment section will agree with me on that one. Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
cards smell so good.
Do you guys remember Digimon?
Barely.
That was like the
think I-
worst. That was like the worst.
I think
of
I
the
had a
three.
Digimon Game Boy game or something.
I never fucked
It
with
was-
Digimon.
Yeah, a lot of people did, and it was kind of. It just felt like knockoff Pokemon.
Pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys remember?
No.
Never mind.
No, I don't.
Never mind. I was gonna say something.
Do I
fucked,
remember 9/11, which is actually
but- 2 days from now.
yeah on Sunday? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sunday.
Do you, Sunday.
Who will win, one plane or one tower?
Yeah, like I was saying about how the Queen died when I was watching the game last night. It was like, oh, the Queen of England has died, but football's back, America! Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do on Sunday. It's like, we will never forget the lives lost on 9/11. Football! Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd probably piss off a lot of Americans if they did that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's really
You
interesting.
know, after the. Go ahead.
Okay,
babe.
you go ahead, babe, this time.
Okay, it's on my turn.
Your turn, babe.
Okay, I didn't realize how much people like didn't like the Queen. I thought she
Okay.
was like universally loved.
we were going to say about the same thing then. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people like just fuck the Queen. Like glad she's dead. Go to hell, bitch. Like
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, you've got like the royal watcher, like obsessed people, and the people who are like, fuck the royal family. I don't know why. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion either way. I just don't give a shit. You know?
The only thing I know is something happened with like a genocide in Africa, and she was like in control of that or
How?
some shit. I don't know.
How does she have any power, though?
I don't
Like,
know,
over
but
what
I just
exactly?
I remember seeing a tweet from it was like the president of like Zimbabwe or something, and they were saying something about like we do not care, that like we have no condolences towards the Queen or the family.
Wow. I just don't know
Yeah.
enough about it. I
Me
can't have
neither.
an
I don't
opinion
keep up with.
because
I don't think most Americans don't keep up with UK fucking
no.
history or
Honestly,
culture.
if I didn't have Twitter or any social media, I really wouldn't even have known that she died.
No.
Like I just
No, not at all.
I don't keep up with any of that stuff. I don't watch the news. I only watch. I'm only trying to get into football so I can talk to my friends about it because a lot of my friends like it.
Oh, you're not initially like a football type person?
Not really. No, I don't.
Oh, for some reason I always pegged you as like a. I just pegged you.
Yeah, you do peg me.
When you don't like when you're not looking, I just.
It's not that I don't like football. It's just that it's not really one of my like big interests. I'm more
Same.
interested in baseball.
Same.
I'm
Yeah.
not really into sports in general, but like football is the one I can sit down and watch. But I don't really like it. I'm not interested in watching other teams. Like just my
Oh
team.
no, like those people who like keep up with every game.
Yeah, I have a cousin that's like that. But he also sports bets too, so I feel like that's probably like
Oh,
Yeah,
then
that's
in
where
his
it's
best
more
interest.
It's more fun that way. I feel like if gambling was legal, I'd definitely be. Well, it's not legal in South Carolina, but if gambling was legal, I'd definitely be more invested in
yeah. He's
in
like
sports as a whole.
well the thing is too is like because like he does it so much, he like does a lot of research about the teams, the players. He like knows stats and shit, so he knows a lot about like a lot of different teams, and I'm just like, I barely even know the fucking quarterback of my team, let alone any player at any other team.
Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like when you start. It's like if you're trying to get into football. It's like, oh, dude, you remember in 1987 when so and so did the so and so and this so and so, and it's like,
No.
It's like, dude, I fell asleep halfway through the game yesterday. Like, I don't know.
It's just like anything else. Like, people will make sports their entire personality. So,
Yeah.
some people
a lot of people do that with a lot of different things.
Yep. Quite obnoxious.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Well, I did tell you guys, but my bandmate moved in on Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
Pog.
Yeah,
How's
we're gonna
that
start to. It's pretty good. I mean, he's just been setting up and like trying to find ways to stay entertained because he's been waking up early. I've just been kind of sleeping all day. So
Now, what is early? What do you consider
What
early?
do you mean by that?
well, yesterday he woke up at like 7:30 in the morning,
Okay.
but today he woke up at like 11. We kind of woke up at the same time.
That's
Okay.
cool that you have a roommate now. I think it's good to have a roommate every
Yeah,
once in a while.
yeah.
A lot less lonely.
I don't like living alone. Just like it's cool, but after about a month, I'm just like, man, I really wish I
Yeah,
had
it's
some
cool.
kind of
It's
social
cool for
interaction.
it's cool for like a month, and then you're like, all right, I kind of wish I had someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still liking it, but maybe that comes from living with my entire family for 28 years, but it's been nice.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
after you live with your family and you kind of you get to like 17, 18, it's like, all right, I'm kind of ready to do my own thing, and then you have that period of time. And it's like, all right, now I'm kind of ready to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
I think it's also really different for this generation because everybody's like has online people that they talk to and like
Yeah,
people on Discord to hop into. Like if I had
That is
moved
true,
out
yeah.
like 50 years ago, I'd be lonely as shit. You know?
Yeah. Well, it really depends on how much you go out too.
Yeah.
Like if you're out all the time, and you have a job and you go out on the weekends and stuff, then it's not so bad. You're like constantly having social interaction.
Right. But as
But I
somebody
know
who
for,
has
like,
a
me-
job inside the house, if I don't talk to
and then
people on
also
Discord
doesn't really
too,
like
yeah.
also doesn't really go out anywhere. Yeah, it can get boring.
Yeah. Plus, I only live like 10 minutes from my family anyway, so it's not like I'm, moved out of state or something.
Are they gonna find a new house or what's going on?
I have no idea at this point. At this point, we just booling.
respect plus
Sometimes
respect.
you just gotta bull.
We stay booling in the Dooo household.
Living life, it's best to bull. You can't worry too much. If you worry
That's
about
right.
everything, you get overwhelmed.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a professional buller.
Professional bullers in the house.
I want to put that on like my fucking Instagram bio or something. That's how you know I'm a chill dude. Professional buller.
Damn, bro, didn't know you were chill like that, dude.
Man,
Do you guys,
you're sucked into TikTok culture now.
That's actually, dude. You can call me what you want to call me, but I am Instagram reeler.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So you see every trend like 3 months after it's actually been.
I'll occasionally hop on TikTok, but I try not to be on my phone a whole lot. Like
You just have to have self control. That's really all it is.
Says McNasty.
Like get on TikTok and then when you realize you're starting to get. Wait, what'd you say?
Says McNasty. I'm just.
What are you trying to call me fat?
It's like Epstein being like, just don't touch kids. Just don't do it.
So you call me fat? Is what you're doing?
Actually, I think he compared you to Epstein, which might be a little bit worse.
Who the fuck called you fat?
You calling me
I'm
fat?
I don't know who the fuck called you fat.
You said no self control. So
I know
took that
because
as, like,
you
a
say
fat thing.
no, because you say you get on TikTok and you stay on there for like 3 hours and you stay up
Oh
till like
yeah.
9
Well,
a.m.
that's the thing. That's the thing is I don't do that
Plus you eat
anymore.
whole
I
cakes,
used
you
to. Fuck you. No, I used to do that, but now I'm like I have self control. Like when I realize I'm just kind of like
Yeah.
scrolling and not even interested in anything, I'm just scrolling just to scroll. I'm like I just need to go.
Oh,
off of
it happens to me too. It's that freaking dopamine addiction
Yeah.
that we're all hooked on.
But like
If I'm
it's
on
a
a good meme train, I'm not gonna stop. Like if
Yeah.
every meme is just bussing and cracking.
I was about to say that sometimes you get on TikTok and there's just a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Yeah.
at least 50% of the time it's just doo-doo aids and I just find myself getting off of it.
Yeah.
I feel like I can tell when I haven't used TikTok for a long time, which is most of the time, because I'll open the app and it'll be like all like relevant stuff, and then I'll occasionally come across something I'm like, what the fuck? Like why would they like recommend me like how to bake a cake or something? It's like what the fuck is this?
TikTok,
yeah.
that's how their algorithm is set up. There's like a YouTuber who's like gone through the algorithm and it's like they'll just randomly throw something at you every once in a while to try
Yeah,
and
to try and
to
get
like,
you hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I got on
Yeah.
TardTok. Just out of
Yeah.
nowhere, I
Out of
I get it
nowhere,
so
huh?
much.
People
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere, people with Down syndrome singing songs, and now I just see them all the time.
And now you realize you have a welcoming community for people
Have
just
you seen
like
the ones that do the chicken dance? And they like dance like the chicken?
Yes.
Yeah,
Bro.
I am also on TardTok. It just like
So
it's funny because I was on TikTok for a while and I didn't even know that TikTok had its own like special ed community.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
now
It's huge.
Now I'm part of that.
And like half of them just do farting content. It's great.
Farts, yeah.
Yeah.
Or they do like they try and do like trap videos,
What do you mean by that?
like where they're like thirst trap is what I meant. Thirst trap.
Oh, yeah.
Not trap like a female with a penis type thing.
I'm a
But yeah,
Down
they'll do like a
syndrome woman
and
with
they'll
a
like
penis.
they'll pop up their collar.
Yeah.
I thought you
they'll-
meant they were trying to like catch a squirrel in the woods, like with a trap or something.
Rip its head off.
Yeah, they were making beats. Is what they were doing on FL Studio.
Yeah.
10-hour bass boosted remixes. No, but yeah, they'll it'll be like, and the song will be something like dumb. Dude, it'll be like Seether.
It'll be like chicken in the corn, and the corn can't grow.
No, not that, but it'll just be like usually thirst traps like are like modern songs. It'll be like
Yeah.
Justin Bieber or Weekend or something.
Yeah.
But they like to use like old like 2000s like dad
fucking
rock.
Nickelback or something.
Like butt rock, yeah.
Oh, Nickelback put out a new song. Have you guys heard it?
Yeah, it's like metalcore.
I did.
Yeah. It's still like dad rock as fuck, but like it's heavier. It's
Yeah,
heavier
they're
than-
definitely
Yeah.
playing in like a lower. They're probably
Yeah.
playing in drop D or something.
Keep me
Whoa,
out of San
heavy.
Quentin. Yeah. Drop D, bro.
San Quentin!
San Quentin! God, I remember when I first discovered Drop D, dude. I thought I was such a fucking badass.
Yeah, baby.
You guys feel that? You're like, yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah. All
I'm
my
getting
bar chords
heavy.
are now done like this. Oh,
Yeah, so much
baby.
easier and it's heavier.
And you
Yeah.
palm you dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
I
mean, I
watched.
played-
I watched a fucking video. I remember discovering Drop C.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what's
Dude.
funny is I actually went from drop D to drop G.
Whoa.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I didn't
dude.
ever
How big is
discover
your
the
cock, bro?
fucking huge, dude.
Hopefully my mom doesn't watch this podcast.
You know what's on my H string? Drop E.
Oh, he's
whole-
down 12.
I'm literally playing bass at that point.
Damn.
But it's so like you know what's different? Like I always hear a lot of people be like, "Well, why don't you just play bass?" But when you have like a bass guitar, you have these extremely thick strings, right?
Yes.
Like 110s on the low or something.
Yes.
But when you can play a long scale and you can use like guitar strings and it has guitar pickups,
Yes.
it's actually like a good like heavy chunky sound.
Right.
Doesn't sound just like boom boom boom. So
Yeah.
yeah, fuck all you people who just fuck all you people.
I feel like once you get down to drop E, it's like almost impossible to start distinguish what note you're even playing anymore.
Yeah.
It shit starts sounding like
It's just flub.
Yeah. You have to get a good balance of scale length and string like gauge.
string tension on it. Yeah.
Yeah, ever since I started using Evertune bridges, oh god, it's a whole new world. Because you can use lower gauge strings, but still get the same tension.
That's
Right.
cool.
So it just has more of that like attack feel rather than just kind of flubbiness.
Spaghetti noodle on your.
Yeah,
yeah, I remember trying to learn 5-finger death punch back in the day, and I had like
they play
Ernie-
drop C, right?
no, they play in like drop B or something like
B
that.
standard maybe.
Yeah, B standard or something like that. But I remember like I had fucking like Ernie Ball slinkies because I didn't know
Oh,
anything.
no.
You know what I mean? And I tried to tune that low, and it's just like
just-
fucking flopping around. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember I had to play a, I think it was Psychosocial on my old Squire, and I also
Oh,
had
God.
Ernie Ball like super slinkies, like the slinkiest of slinkies that you can get. So I went down to drop A, and that shit sounded so awful. Not even like distinguishable notes.
You know what I use as the lowest string on my 7-string?
Hmm.
I use the 3rd string of a bass string. It's like a 67 or something.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
hardcore, Daniel.
Yeah, dude. Fucking dick is huge, dude.
Just show it to the podcast viewers, dude.
All right.
Show the guitar.
Just get up
Show
and pull my
the
pants down.
guitar. Show your guitar, McNasty.
Oh, it's not in my room right now. I have to go out and get it.
Then
home
what
and
is
get it.
that right there?
That's
Yeah,
my.
what is
That's
that?
just my acoustic.
Okay.
But
Play
my
us a little
other.
ditty. McNasty, you play guitar. Quit asking dude to play guitar all the time. You play something.
Yeah, finally.
What?
Yeah, play guitar, McNasty, right now.
Play Reason by McNasty.
I don't have I can't just plug it in and set it up right now. I have like a weird setup thing. I need to get my fucking
You're so artsy, babe.
my pedal set up and
How's
plug
the
it
band?
in.
How's the band going?
Well, that's why I had my roommate moved in so we can start recording more. Because it's such a pain in the ass process to have to do like vocals over Discord, and he also doesn't. He's not really the most like tech savvy when it comes to computers and stuff. So like, he would record something and then it would not be right, and then he'd have to like delete it and go through it again. But it was, he's just not he's not good with technology, so you can't just like click delete and then boom and then like do it again.
Oh, so you would do vocals like live in a Discord call? In
Discord, yeah. We did most of the song that way, but
I bet that was hell, dude. With the delay and shit,
he was Andrew, the guy from Bro Job. He was able to take the little clips and move them to the right space so it sounds normal. But we still need to do with deathcore screams, a lot of it you layer a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like Lorna Shore does that, where they, there's sometimes their screams are like 8 layers of screams.
Right.
And we only have 1 layer, so. But he's here now, so I can do everything live, and then I can just delete and like re-record and do everything right here in my office.
So like, are you planning on doing like a full-length album, or are you gonna drop like a single or what?
Single first, and then we're probably gonna make an EP, and then maybe after the EP, IP in my pants.
You're going to drink an IPA after.
Well, I was gonna say like maybe try and find like live stuff, but I don't know.
Would you wear this on stage?
No, I would definitely. I'm probably gonna show my face. I'm not gonna wear fucking
huge.
Mask. Yeah, I might wear sunglasses if it's outside, but I'm not gonna cover my face.
Nice.
But I'll still probably cover my face in the podcast just because, like, I don't know. You guys know I have the other podcast now, right? The Cookout Podcast.
Yeah.
Rack,
this guy's a fucking traitor.
Yeah, you're cheating on us.
Hey, I'm here now, baby.
We have to share you.
Well, Rack doesn't show his face on that podcast, even though he's done a face reveal.
Right.
And his reasoning for that is that if he shows his face constantly on new episodes of the podcast grows, blah, 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 he's probably eventually going to get recognized.
Oh, so he's keeping it just, it's out there, but very minimal.
Yeah. So literally the only way you can see his face is just from the one 8-second video he posted 5 years ago.
Interesting. That's not a bad way to do it.
Yeah. And he said that he's never been recognized.
I feel like that's kind of how Smitty does it too, because everybody knows what Smitty looks like, but he doesn't really put his face out there.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Smitty's face reveal?
The one where he was like, "Here's me," and everybody's photo, but you never knew it.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. He probably does get recognized though, because
he posts on Instagram. Though.
He posts, he
he's way more out there, but
yeah, that's the thing. Is keeping your face off of your YouTube channel, and in our case, off of the podcast. It's probably just the best way to do it.
I feel like that's how I would do it too. Even if I did a face reveal, I feel like I would still do this angle and still do this angle for Omegle videos and shit.
Yeah,
just keep it scarce.
Yeah, I get recognized a good bit. I mean, it's really not that bad. I mean, it's not like I go into a fucking store and there's 20 people swarming me oh.
Yeah, we're literally just niche internet celebrities. We're not fucking Selena Gomez and shit.
Right, yeah. But occasionally I'll get recognized at stuff I go to. But it's there's been very few times where it's been anything really weird. Yeah. There's been very few burn moments.
Burn.
No.
What if somebody came up to you and they poked you in the back and they're all burn?
No. I'd say, no.
And then you just sign their ass.
I would turn around and be like, yes.
God, that is so fucking stupid. Yes.
Burn.
So are you, McNasty, are you trying to do a home studio kind of thing or what?
I don't know, because I don't know if I have enough room in my house to do that, because I have my master bedroom, which I'm obviously not going to do a fucking setup in there, but I also have a gym room.
Okay.
And then Paxton's room, which is my roommate, and then also my office.
So you're probably going to turn the gym room into a studio kind of thing?
Well,
that's what I want to do in here, but it's just dude, some of this shit, I am not an audio engineer. I mean, I know how to cut and move stuff and record and do very
basics,
little.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, like I can plug in a guitar and record it, but like this big bitch right here, this fucking VTech Roland. No, not the truck.
Oh.
The drum kit. That's an electronic drum kit.
Yeah.
And like we want to get it where we can like record the MIDI, so our drummer Jacob can put ideas over like riffs and stuff that me and Brady write. But bro, it is like that world is just so beyond me.
Yeah, see, the difference is I have Andrew, and Andrew has been doing this shit for fucking 15, 16 years.
That's super lucky. Yeah.
So I just like record, I just record my shit, right? And then we also like sit in calls. Sometimes we'll come up with ideas. And then Paxton just records his vocals. And then we just send all that to him. And then he does all the extra, like,
yeah.
he does, I don't have to worry about any of it.
Like the
All I
mixing
have to do
and
is
all
just,
that.
all I have to do is just make music, yeah. And he does all the extra shit. And he knows, like, he tells me, like, what to do. Like, I never thought about the fact that you need to record left and right guitar. So you, like, record the same thing twice and you just, like,
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Otherwise,
That's
your
when I
shit
wrote,
is, like,
when I wrote Reason was just
super
mono.
Yep.
Like, I didn't know that you're supposed to do that. Like,
Yep.
now, thinking back now, like, when I did the Glimpse of Us cover, I did that. And it just sounds so much more full.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you can't it's so weird that you would think you could just record one guitar and then just copy paste and pan them both left and right, but it doesn't work.
No.
Yeah,
That's so,
it's literally
so
still
strange.
mono when you do that, yeah.
You can like offset it a little bit, but it still helps if it's two different takes. It sounds better that way.
Yeah, if you do that too, sometimes it gives the effect of like echo.
Yeah, because like when you strum, you hear like the pick attack twice, like
Tun,
because
tun,
it's a little bit out of sync. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just better to record. But I recorded the solo. Like when you solo, you're supposed to do mono.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a vocal track. It's like center. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'll probably just what I'll do is I'll probably just set up just a mic stand in here, and then like maybe just like a vocal. What are those things called? Isolation.
Vocal
Not an
booth.
isolation booth, but like
that's
one
what
that
I'm
like
doing.
wraps
Like
around
a
the mic.
foam, yeah, one of those
Oh,
foam things. that
Yeah,
kinda-
and then have him do that. Like I'll play the music in here, and he can like go along to it, and then
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be extravagant. You can do so much with so little, bro.
Yeah, we've already done some. We've already finished almost the entire song, and all we've had is fucking Discord recordings.
Wild, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy what you can do with a computer now. I mean, you literally don't even need an amp anymore. Like every guitar
I
track,
haven't had an amp in so long.
almost every guitar track besides like 2 songs on Slackjaw's albums have been. It's all been digital. Just direct a DI box into a virtual amp.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way to go nowadays.
Miking a cab is
You gotta
you
have
gotta have the
like,
sweet spot and everything.
the best
Yeah.
mic on the planet, and like and the knowledge of the distance from the amp and shit. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like things like now, like we have neural DSP where it just sounds like real guitar. Like back then,
Yeah,
when you had
that's
like
what I
amplitude, and like that kind of shit. I mean, it
Oh.
sounded good, but it didn't sound like a real guitar. You could definitely
Right.
tell it was digital as fuck.
Yeah.
But the technology now is just fucking insane. Like that
Yeah.
that neural DSP, like quad cortex, the like physical interface, just fucking nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah. We use Axe Effects. That's what's in that skater box right here.
That's the
what we
best
use
like thing
live.
to use live. Yeah, as Axe Effects.
We the bad part is though is that it's such an advanced, nice piece of equipment that we don't really know what we're doing. Like we need to have somebody come and like kind of like walk us through it a little bit, because the YouTube videos and stuff for things like that are, you can always find something close to kind of what you're going for, but never exactly like what you need.
That's another thing where I'm blessed to have Andrew. Is he has a full rack set up with Axe Effects, and he knows how to control it like through the software. Where like mid song it'll change tone on its own,
Right.
you know, like that kind of stuff. So whenever we like decide to go live, I'm just gonna drop like just a big chunk of money and just get like a good live setup, and he can just hook all that stuff up.
Hell yeah.
Badass.
That sounds lit as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once we finish our
I
first
wanna
song
play more
too,
live shows, man. Live shows are so fun.
yeah, I want to start getting into it. I need to start losing more weight though. I've lost a little bit of weight, but you know, I need to get more. You know, if I'm gonna be live and stuff, jumping around,
Start doing that cardio, boy.
I need to be more fit. Yeah, I have
Do
a
that
very
cardio.
expensive treadmill in my
Do you use it?
in my room I haven't been on in a while. I get in the modes where I get into it and I'm like, okay, that's like, I'm great. And then I just stop doing it for whatever reason. Like I don't know if it's just because I forget or like work. Like I've been doing a lot of new projects and stuff lately and it's just been distracting the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, just throw on a show for 30 minutes, bro, and just walk. You won't even realize you're doing it. It's easy.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. I have like a little iPad mini that I use to like watch shit on. Because if you don't have anything to like watch, it's easy to want to get off of it.
Yeah, like you got to distract yourself with something. If you already hate cardio, which like most people do, then you need to distract yourself.
It's easy like after 10 minutes, you're like, fuck, should I just get off right now? But if you're watching a show, it's like, you just don't even think that you're walking. It's just, you're just so focused on the show.
Something that's been working for me, which I never really understood why I didn't really like working out and all that. But
it sucks.
Well, it does suck. It does suck, but something that I've found that I think is working for me is a pool. Like being in a pool because my feet, I have fucked feet, and I think it's from wearing Vans for so long because they just have no like support or anything like that.
Flat-footed ape now.
Yeah, and my fucking like Achilles and like the top of my feet will be like in so much pain. And it's like it just makes you not want to do anything. Like sometimes I'll just be walking around my house and I feel like I'm 80. I'm just like, oh, like what the fuck was that?
Damn.
Yeah. It's like that with me, but my back.
For some reason my feet are that way. But ever since I've been in my frog pool, working out with the frog. But like doing like stuff in the pool, it's so fucking nice because it's cold. You're not like overheating yourself. Yeah. I feel like you can go for a longer.
Sweating.
Yeah, you're not really like sweating or overheating yourself, and I feel like you can do more for longer because you're not really putting a whole lot of strain like on or at least on my feet.
Also, you never have to shower.
Yeah, that's true. You just fill it up with some Ajax. You throw some Ajax in there.
Ajax. Yeah, just put Dove Plus Men Care in the pool filter.
Fucking get that shit in your eyes, blind yourself.
Yeah. Is your pool hard to clean with like because you're kind of like out in the middle of nowhere?
No. I have a cover that goes over it.
Over the entire pool?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a cover that goes over it. I bought one of those pool dolphins, one of those things that it like rolls on the ground and it actually like climbs up. It climbs up the walls and like scoops the shit.
Do you ever hear it go above the water line?
No, because I always run it with the cover over it, so it's under the cover.
Oh, mine will go above the water and start sucking up air, and it literally sounds like a zombie from like Walking Dead. It's like
imagine running that shit in the middle of the night.
Oh, it doesn't do it in the middle of the night. It runs during the day.
You should try doing some pool workouts. Seriously, it's
I have a pool.
I've just recently like got into it, and it doesn't feel like a workout necessarily to me. Like, I mean, I still feel sore after I do it like the next day and everything, but it's nicer in my opinion. I mean, I know
what
everybody's
sucks is like,
but for me it works.
I don't know if you guys will ever experience this, but being a fat guy and like being in the pool and being essentially weightless and then getting out of the pool and then you're like
God turns gravity back on.
Yeah, and it's fucking sucks. I've done it before where I just like I don't want to do this right now. I just get right back in the pool. Like it's the worst. Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, I feel like this kind of like just fat guy things.
I never thought I would like get into swimming. I was like, dude, that like, I don't know, like life is so weird like that where you kind of get into things that you never really thought you would like necessarily like, I guess.
Like midget porn. I know.
Yeah, like midget porn and like pegging.
Yeah.
But
stabbing random civilians.
I like swimming. It's kind of cool.
It's perfect.
Did you hear there was a Canadian stabbing the other day?
I heard about that. Yes.
Like these two dudes are just running around like stabbing people.
So that's why Blarg isn't here.
Yeah, I got stabbed. One of them actually, I think, one of them died, but it wasn't suicide. I think somebody might have like attacked back and killed him or something. I'm not sure.
Wow, that was kind of rude of them to do, don't you know, bud?
Yeah, how dare they?
Do you think he stabbed them and then said sorry?
Sorry.
Yeah, he stabbed him and then like sent them to the hospital with their free healthcare.
And then paid for the bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fucking Canadians, bro.
Yeah.
Good luck, McNasty, with the band stuff.
Thanks. I hope it does well.
It's tough, man. I want to play more live shows, and I want to like do more stuff, but it's such a weird, different world that I don't really know what to do or like who I can talk to try and get more shows. And these venues, like if you try and message them or email them, you know, a lot of the times they don't reply, or they're like, well, we're booked until like 3 months from now or something. So it's
you need to get a manager. I mean, you have the funds to be able to hire a manager.
Yeah, but I don't know I don't even know who I would begin to talk to about that, you know?
Yeah. It's a lot like that in the YouTube world too. It's like,
I don't know either.
Where do you find people for this kind of shit that's not like, you know, 100,000 other people are doing, and there's resources for it.
And I mean, I have like, I guess, connections in the whole like rock and metal like world. I mean, people know who I am, but I don't.
Who's the most?
I'm not one of those people that wants. I don't want to ask people stuff like that though.
Who's the most famous like artist you know, personally?
Dude, some like fucking British. What is he? Let me look at it. Some
Def
fucking.
Leppard?
Yeah, no, not Def Leppard. some guy followed me the other day.
So what I'm going to say is you need to contact the most famous artists you know and ask them. Be like, hey, I'm not really I don't really have much connections in the music scene just because I'm a new band. Is there any like suggestion you have for finding like a manager?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd say like my friends that are in the band Vended, but I don't want to. I'm not one of those people that are like.
Well, it's not like you're asking them to like, hey, promote my band.
You're not asking for a shout out.
I just don't.
And you have
I don't
and you're like friends with them. I'm sure. I don't think JJ's going to be like, fuck you. Like, how dare you ask me that question?
Yeah, I know, but I just don't want to like overstep a boundary or something.
I don't think you're overstepping.
I totally get where you're coming from, but I think they'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
It's tough though, man.
And I'm sure with what's the guy, the son from Slipknot? What's his name?
Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin. Yeah, I'm sure like if Griffin has any like, I'm sure he has like connections with that stuff too. So he'll like, you know.
Yeah, and maybe he knows.
Yeah, they're all super cool guys, and I mean, there's other bands and stuff that have reached out and said that they dig our stuff and everything. But it's just I don't want to like. I don't know.
You don't have to try to steal their manager. It's not like me saying, like, hey, McNasty, give me your editor. You know what I mean? Maybe they know somebody else who's looking to manage people. Well, yeah, I always end up with McNasty's editors. But, but yeah, maybe you're not stepping on their toes at all. Can't hurt
McNasty, our bands need to do a show together.
That would be sick.
Do that.
That would be sick eventually, yeah.
I always feel like the more like DIY a show has been so far, usually the better it seems like it's received a little bit. Like whenever we've played in a parking lot that was a free show and like we're just kind of doing everything ourselves, that like the turnout and just the crowd reaction and everything is so much more like not necessarily always better, but it feels more fun kind of. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too, is when you're doing a DIY thing, everybody there is there for you.
Right.
If you go to a gig where there's 10 other bands, not everybody there is interested in your music.
Yeah.
Or even knows who the fuck you are,
Yeah, and we pull a pretty good crowd. I mean, when the shows we've played, it's surprising at the turnout. I'm always like, God damn, really? It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I just think if you want to get to that like next level where you're playing for like 10,000 people or something crazy, you have to have some kind of like manager that has connections with.
Oh, for sure. Sure. I just don't know where to start.
So you have to start with Vended. You just have to like bite the bullet. If you feel like you honestly have to bite a bullet to contact them about that, then do it. But I personally, I don't think they're going to give a shit. You're not asking for much. You're just being like, hey, can you guys recommend like a manager or like recommend somewhere where I can find a manager? Because I just have no fucking clue. It's not like you can just go on like fucking eBay and order a manager.
Right,
there's no
Fiverr.
But I don't even know if necessarily a manager is the thing, because the music world has like what is like publicist and then managers, and then they have like
well, you just need somebody that can get connections with like like venues and stuff.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where your band's gonna go in that field.
Yeah, well, honestly, I'm literally just relying on I almost call him Bro Job. I'm just gonna rely on Andrew for pretty much. I mean, he's just like, he knows like so many people, and he knows like big like deathcore artists too. Like he's talked to the guy from like Shadow of Intent. I don't know if you know who they are, but
yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, he has connections with those people, and yeah, so he can just it's just the thing that he's always really had a problem with Bro Job is just promotion.
Yeah,
because it doesn't really have like our level of promotion where we can post it in a video and get 100,000 people to click on something.
Yeah, that's the lucky part that we have, and I feel like that's why Slackjaw has a good turnout for the most part. I mean, you know, like me posting shit in a video, like, hey, you know, thanks for watching. My band is going to be here if you're like interested.
Right.
Yeah. But the bad part with that is that you get people that aren't really there for the music, and they're there just to see you. Yeah.
But still, it's a way to get your music way further out there.
Yeah.
Even if there are going to be people that are just interested in you, it's still like
came for Monkey Man, stayed for the music.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool though. Like a lot of people will say that they've never listened to metal, and now that they like it, and we're kind of like a gateway into
huge.
them liking it. Yeah. It's so weird. It's like
it's cool.
They're like, yeah, now I listen to Metallica. It's like, okay, well, probably should have started there.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Metallica is typically the gateway, but
yeah,
that's awesome though.
Yeah. It's funny that Metallica had such a recent like boost because of fucking Stranger Things. That shit was so funny. Oh yeah,
now there's a bunch of Gen Zers who are like, yo,
I was gonna say,
gotta get the band shirt now.
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna say they tried to cancel Metallica.
Why? Wait, what?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Some like lyrics in an old song, I think.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. But I mean, it's Metallica. They have at least 1 billion fans. I don't think that people are gonna ever cancel fucking Metallica. Like just little young kids being fucking stupid want to be like a part of something.
Yeah, act like their opinion matters and they're important.
Yeah. If you're Gen Z, fuck you. Just kidding. There's probably a lot of Gen Zers that watch us.
Yeah, I heard about some TikTok people trying to cancel Metallica, and I'm like, I know more about the band than you do. Like, I've seen everything they've ever done. So,
yeah. It's dumb. Like the one thing I hate about it is like cancelers. They don't accept change. Like I don't think Metallica probably doesn't have the same values like the band members that they did in the fucking 80s.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the same for everybody. I mean, as you grow as a human, you're not. I mean, if you can't look back on shit you've done in the past and be like, oh, that was kind of cringe, or that was wrong,
I do that all the time,
or maybe I was wrong in that situation, then you're not growing as a person, and that's like, I guess I feel like that element is kind of in the cancel culture world where they forget that person is a human. And they're capable of changing.
Exactly.
They're super like holier than thou. Because they're coming from the perspective that they're perfect. I did that on purpose, obviously.
Oh. Yeah, they're so master of puppets.
They're so creeping death about it. I don't know.
So injustice for all. But
they should ride the lightning.
But yeah, no, they act like they've never sinned, so I could say other people have no right to change ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the current cancel culture, they're going to grow up and they're going to look back on the way that they acted and be like, man, like, why did I care about the stupidest shit ever?
Yeah, I spent my finite amount of time on this planet caring about a Metallica lyric. Like, holy shit. Yeah,
I just stressed myself over J-Schlatt.
That's true.
Like,
well, that's the thing, too, is that, you can't really get too mad at them that are doing it because they're also kids. Yeah, you can't really get too mad, but I mean, you can't really get upset at the kids because they're gonna change too. They're gonna grow up and realize they got to pay taxes and wipe their own ass one day.
The thing about kids too is like kids they want to feel important to the world. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be an adult. I wanted my opinion to be heard. I wanted things that I said to matter, even though it fucking didn't. Nobody cared. But I understand that it's like you as a kid you want that. You want to be able to be heard, and that's.
But I think a lot of the cancel people come out. It's a different. It's some of that, but it comes from a negative light where it's like I am better than this person.
Absolutely.
For this reason.
Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of like the whole like don't really want to get super into it, but it's kind of like the gender thing to an extent. Like I understand they, them, I understand trans and stuff, but being like Z, Zai, Zem, like weird words that just don't even exist. Like I feel like that stuff is kind of like,
what is
it's kind of in the same realm of wanting to feel different or important.
Oh, yeah.
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 Like I said,
that kind of shit doesn't bother me. I mean, if people want to do it, people can do it.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me either, but I'm saying like, I feel like the point of it is to try and feel out of the box, I guess. I'm trying to say it in a way to where it doesn't
kind of like stand out. They want to stand out and
exactly.
They want to feel like they're heard and known or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
on to the next topic of conversation.
onto something that won't get people triggered like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, who gives a fuck? We can speak.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck your pronouns.
Oh man. It's a good thing we don't have kid viewers.
What I was talking about earlier with the commercials, dude, and it's kind of like the pronoun thing
from Nickelodeon.
Bit, you know? Yeah, it's all gonna tie in here. I felt like such a little dick sucking bitch as a kid because I felt like such a gay little fuck because I wanted an easy bake oven.
I had one.
Dude, every fucking boy wanted
I had an easy bake oven. You're mad.
God damn it.
You're mad. I had one, and it was awesome.
You had an easy bake oven?
I had one, and it was awesome, and I cooked meals for Dubra all the time. You're mad.
Just make like little cupcakes and stuff.
Yep, we had little tea parties.
God, I wanted one. I wanted one so bad, dude.
They were cool, man.
I wanted one too. Hey, I used to play with Barbies when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I think a lot of boys do that. It's just like because when you're a kid, you just have your imagination is just runs wild.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. That don't mean you gay.
I mean, it's not like I played Barbies and I was like pretending to be a girl and like dressing up.
You had a little tea party. You were sitting in there.
Yeah. But no, it's just like you play like house.
Yeah.
And you're the boy doll and you're like, hello, wife. Well, welcome. I'm home.
Yeah, you see your parents do that kind of shit. You want to emulate it with your imagination.
And then you look around and your parents aren't there and you start peeling the clothes off.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah,
I
used to line up like my green army men and they would shoot bazookas at naked Barbie's tits and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wanted an easy bake oven so goddamn
Sorry. Hey,
bad.
Dude, you know what? You got grown-up money now. Get yourself one.
Now you can buy a microwave.
I'm a big boy. Supps. Send me money so I can buy an easy bake oven.
Now we have an easy bake oven is just an air fryer now.
It's literally an air fryer for adults. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think didn't I tweet that the other day? I tweeted that an air fryer is just an easy bake oven for adults.
Oh, I don't know.
Pretty sure I tweeted
if you did, that's just a weird coincidence. I don't remember seeing that. I remember you seeing something about air fryers. Yeah, I got that off Facebook actually.
Nice.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Facebook world.
Do you guys like have any collections of stuff? You guys like? I mean, I know McNasty. Alcohol. Well, guitars, right?
Guitars, yeah. I've been selling a lot of my guitars because I got my custom and it's literally just fucking perfect, and I just don't even want to play another guitar anymore. But yeah, go.
From Halo.
Yeah.
I've kind of worked up a collection now, just because. What'll happen
because of me
is I was gonna tell the story of every time McNasty sees a cool guitar, he throws it in the group chat and he's like, "Do?" And I'm like, "Yep, on it," and I just buy it. So
yeah, but it's like that fucking double guitar. Like that
double guitar was actually McNasty found that, and then I was like, "Fuck it."
And the Sean guitars too.
You got to put that double guitar on your wall or something, man. That's sick.
I knew you were gonna like the Sean guitars because you get them for free.
I do fuck with the free
That's
shit.
the only reason.
Yeah. And they're really good guitar. Like I still have mine and I play it all the time. It's
my favorite guitar is that matte black one that I play.
Yeah, dude. When you start playing matte guitars like satin finish, it's like you never want to go back to gloss.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the way your hand like sits on a matte guitar, just
it feels good. And plus, like visually, like. Because especially when you do anything professional, like video-wise, you got all these lights in front of you, and you can't even see the guitar.
Yeah,
if it's gloss, you just see the lights. So.
Yeah. But Sean Guitar is a pretty good brand. I hope they grow up a little. Not grow up. I hope they.
I hope they mature a little bit.
Little crybaby brand. Fuck
I hope they just get more of like become more
popular.
Known. That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah. They just. what they need to do is they need to open like a US store.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I just, like that's pretty much what everybody has to do. Just like to be a big band or be a big brand.
We need to get more kids into playing guitar and just instruments in general.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of a thing that is slowly losing its, interest or whatever.
Well, now kids can do MIDI notes on a computer. They never have to learn an instrument ever.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I feel like you're huge though for that. You're definitely like,
I
would say you're like, yeah, you're fucking huge, babe.
Thanks, bro.
No, I would say you're like, you have to be such a huge inspiration for people wanting to play guitar.
I hear that a lot. That's
definitely.
probably the most like repeated like positive comment that I get is that like, oh, you inspire me to either like start playing or like I stopped for a while, got bored of it, but then I was like, oh, this guy, he shreds. Let me reignite my passion for it, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's super like rewarding to hear because I never fucking thought that would happen. When I started mic spamming people on Black Ops 2, for the lulz, and now I'm out here like people are like, "Hey mom, can I have a guitar for Christmas?" Like, holy shit,
Well, that's the thing is you were able to play guitar crazy good with a fucking $90 setup.
Yep, about $200 tops was my setup.
Shitty used fucking PV amp and a Rockstar mic. Like,
yep,
that's what inspires people. Like. With me, I feel like, because I've kind of always really, I had cheap guitars before, but that was before I did YouTube. But now I have such an expensive setup. I feel like people see that and they're like, oh, well, you need an expensive setup to be able to play good, which isn't the case. Maybe back then, when the only two guitar brands were Gibson and Fender. Yeah. But now there's so many easy, almost free ways to be able to get that kind of shit going.
You could take the shittiest guitar on the planet and make it sound at least halfway decent with software, amps and stuff. The amp is way more important for the overall tone than the guitar itself.
100%.
So,
and tones in your fingers too.
That's right, baby.
You can go buy a fucking $20,000 guitar amp bullshit, but if you fucking suck, then it's not gonna sound good.
Shit. Yeah.
The big thing that I always tell people, because some people ask me like, oh, how do you learn guitar? And it's like you gotta sit down and learn. Like there's no like magical fucking beam of light that comes from Randy Rhodes and Dimebag in heaven. You just learn
anointed or something. Yeah.
You have to. I think one of the best advice that like I found for myself was find what type of music you want to play and then go off that.
Yeah. And then don't get comfortable. I would say beyond that, as an extension, don't get comfortable in that genre. You could start there, but you will stall, which is a problem I had because I just wanted to learn only classic rock. Okay, so then I'm stuck in pentatonic solos a lot, right?
So that's me right now. That's where I'm at.
So move your ass into blues then, or move your ass into jazz, or funk. Explore different. You don't have to become a master of any, but if you learn a little bit of all, you'll be pretty good off.
Yeah, learning other people's songs are definitely a huge help.
That's kind of how like Eddie Van Halen got his tone. Like he literally plays like shred, but it's in a blues scale, so it just has that kind of like.
He has his own scale. He also doesn't even give a fuck.
That too, yeah.
There's just the EVH non-existent scale where he takes one shape down the entire fretboard, regardless of what it sounds like. And he's like, sounds good to me.
But that in itself is the Eddie Van Halen like tone. Like when you hear that, you're like, oh, that's Eddie Van Halen. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Dimebag did that kind of shit too.
Yeah, he played like harmonic. He would play harmonic scale, but just do that shape like up and down. Yeah.
Well, he was a super huge Van Halen fan, so it makes sense.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. When Dimebag died, Eddie Van Halen put what guitar? He put was it off what album? I don't know what album it's off of, but he put one of his original guitars in Dimebag's casket. And he buried it with him, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I don't know what guitar it was, but it was one of his like original guitars that's buried with Dimebag or something.
Probably Van Halen 1 guitar, like the black and white striped one.
Yeah, I'm not too sure which one it is, but it was, yeah.
Because if I, like thinking back, like when did Dimebag die? Like early 90s?
2000.
Oh, I didn't know it was that late.
2003 or 4 maybe. Let me see.
Damn, I did not know. I thought he died before I died. Was born.
2004.
Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, it could have been really any then. I think most of the big Van Halen albums were already out at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Also, learn music theory.
I don't know music theory.
Learn music
Do you know
theory.
how to play a pentatonic scale?
I do know how to play a pentatonic scale. I can do that.
You know music theory then.
There you go. That's all you need.
Do you know what notes are on the guitar? You know what all notes between 12 octaves are? Or
have you heard a sound before?
For the most part, yeah.
Then you know music theory.
I know it in standard tuning. Like if I'm in standard tuning, I'm like, oh, this is this or this is this. But like if I start changing the tuning, then I'm like,
oh, well, that's gonna fuck with anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. I still just call it what it would be in standard, you know.
Yeah, that's how I do too. But just knowing a note, even knowing one note, that's music. Like there's just so many different levels of music theory. Like,
well, yeah, you don't have to have a PhD in it, but learn some. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think 100%. I have perfect pitch, but I definitely will. Like, if I hear a note, I'll be like, oh wait, that's the same thing from this.
Yeah, where you hear G.
Yeah, that was G.
Black Parade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everybody kind of knows that. They hear that tone, and they're like, huh. That is it. That is the one.
That is the one G note. Yeah.
You know what I've been trying to learn though is the caged system, CAGED, caged.
Mm-hmm. You sent me that video, I think, a long time ago.
I've tried to play it a couple times, but it's a little bit tricky to get. But I'm trying to become more into it.
I think musician's probably pretty good too for people that are just learning.
That sounded like that was read straight off of the script.
Yeah. I always wanted to learn how to play guitar.
Yep. Hey, Dad, I know 3 chords. Fuck you, son. What can you do with 3 chords? Actually, every song's made up of 3 chords. Have you seen that one?
I'm Justin Bieber.
I see that ad all the time.
Yeah.
I wish that I knew about musician when I was starting to learn, though. I feel like that would have helped a lot more than fucking Ultimate Guitar.
Did you? Oh, fuck Ultimate Guitar. I know they're better now, but man, back in the day, their tabs never made sense at all. Did you have somebody to teach you, or were you just sort of winging it on your own?
So I started the first night. I got my guitar when I was like 14 on Christmas, and I learned "Smoke on the Water," and I learned "One" by Metallica.
Yep.
And I figured out how to play those the first day, and
that's pretty big actually.
Then I would just sit down at the computer and watch videos and watch live videos and concerts and just like mimic and do what other people were doing, and I'd figure stuff out on my own or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I think I want to take guitar lessons. And then I went to I had one guitar lesson, and I showed the guy that I could play like Master of Puppets or something. He was like, "Oh wow, you're pretty advanced. I really don't know what I could teach you." And I was like, well, that was definitely worth $180.
I had
I'm not going back there.
Almost exactly the same experience because I'd been playing on my Squire for like 2 or 3 years. Cause I started when I was like 12. I was like 15 or 16. I was playing like the Crazy Train solo level sort of at that time. My mom thought it would be a good idea to put me in guitar lessons. I was better than the teacher at the time. So
really,
yeah. I don't know why she thought. I guess she thought maybe it was just good to be classically trained or something, but...
yeah, fuck you, bro.
I took a guitar class that was offered at my middle school, but it was like very, very like watered down kind of thing. But what was really cool about it is it was classical guitar, so we had to learn like a lot of like Spanish stuff where you like learn how to finger pick with the nylon strings and all that. So I did learn a little bit, but it was such a shit-ass class and nobody took it seriously, and everyone was just like, "Oh, dude, can you play Smells Like Teen Spirit for me again?" And so I literally felt like you do in guitar class because everyone would just like get around and be like, yeah, I can play a power chord."
Yeah, people don't really typically want to hear Esteban. They want to hear fucking...
I think that was the name of the guy whose shit we had to learn. It was like Esteban. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants. I mean, like people generally want to hear music that they know.
Yeah.
Unless you meet somebody else who's really into guitar, then they're like, play Steve Vai. But like, if you're just like at a party with an acoustic guitar, people were like, play fucking Oasis, Wonderwall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was lucky.
I pull out my 9, blast them.
I was lucky. I had a bit of a head start because I had my dad had played for like 30 years when I first started playing. So
that's cool. I wish I had none of my family members play guitar.
Yeah, my dad did the whole band thing, and he did.
That's sick.
He put out music and stuff, and it never like went super big, but it was on like local radio and stuff. And and whatever. But
really? Huh? That's actually pretty cool.
That's fucking badass.
My dad was good. My dad was a kick-ass guitar player. From what I've heard, by the time he was teaching me, he was kind of rusty, but he still like knew the guitar stuff to teach me. But so that helped a lot for like the first year or so, and then I kind of just used YouTube and just watched bands play, and here's how you sweep pick on YouTube. Okay, well, learn that shit. Yeah, sit there and do it for hours.
Yeah, you have a lot more discipline when it comes to stuff like that than I do.
Yeah.
I kind of give up after a while, and I'm just like, eh.
Well, it's been like my moneymaker up until like the last couple of years.
True, yeah.
Like that's all I did. So.
Yeah, that is true.
But
racism has been my moneymaker, so I've just been.
You have to have the willpower.
Yeah.
The power within. The power within.
You want to have a friend Will, and he's really strong.
Return the slab.
This has been a good podcast, boys.
Yes, we've had the conversation.
We have had several conversations.
Yes.
Do
we want to wrap it up at the hour?
McNasty, what does that QR code on your hat go to?
I don't know.
Oh, me either.
Maybe the viewers should open up their camera app and zoom in on it.
I'm curious. Leave a comment about what you find, or don't.
You know what? You know what's gonna be so fucking. Never mind. I'm not gonna say.
Don't give it away.
It's definitely totally a secret message.
Don't say anything.
That links to Goons merch. It is a hidden message about Goons merch.
Yeah. Yep. Free Goons merch, dude.
Free, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. We love you.
I have
Code Goons, G Supps. You guys kick ass. Thanks for listening to our horse shit every fucking week.
Yeah, baby.
Like you, subscribey.
Peace and love. Be kind to one another.
Or don't.
Goodbye.
Bye.